morning. A practice this week around honouring equinox, autumn equinox. So a change in the season is coming, and it's just about really trying to accept that it's going to get a little darker, a little earlier, less light, and accepting the fact that sometimes we need to bring a little balance anyway. The height of summer brings us really busy, and lots of energy is required. And when we don't have that energy, as this time of year starts to creep in, like looking to nature to take our guidance, really, the slowing down of the plants' growth, the slowing down, the animals just disappearing, they're going to hibernate for a few months. So if you need to relax and rest and take some time for you, it's about saying, well, that's perfectly normal. That's okay to take some rest. So this practice, we're going to bring the sun energy at the beginning of the practice, and we're going to come towards the energy of the moon for the second part of the practice, just for not even the second, maybe the last sort of 25% of the practice is more lunar energy and really slowing it down, which is why we'll need a blanket for a little heart opener pose. So if you want to take a lie down and really find some comfort, come down to the ground, take a little relax. So this equinox on Sunday brings us an equal day and night. And then from there, of course, the darkness starts to creep in. So you might feel we've had a little break. You might feel quite good as you lie back in need of connection to not just yourself, but the support from the ground. So find that comfort through your body, that position that works, to be able to rest, relaxed through the muscles, soft through your joints, heavy through your bones, sensing the ground supporting your body. And just closing your eyes, let your eyelids feel heavy. Start to take that journey inward as you notice how you feel physically resting to the ground. And then becoming aware of your mind and your thoughts. Our full moon, as we've been talking about, does bring that sort of sense of being maybe a little scattered, a little crazy, perhaps heightened energy that we need to balance off with a yoga practice. So observing your thoughts perhaps not of being here now at the moment. Maybe your thoughts are of something that's already happened that you can no longer change, but recognizing that. And then perhaps thoughts on the other side of the future, something that's coming up that hasn't yet even happened. So the mind does like to worry about things. But we can use this practice of yoga, the physical rest, the grounding energy, the connection to your breath. That gives you that connection to each passing moment as you inhale and exhale. So taking your breath just through your nose, sensing that rise and fall of your breath in your body. And inviting your breath into softness at your chest, your ribs, your abdomen, all of those areas, just gently rise and fall. And if you feel your breath is high in your chest, caught high in your chest, shallower breath, just acknowledge that now, but noticing as you go through the practice, the breath finds a little more ease, moves towards the rib cage, the abdomen with a little more ease there. And then as you feel your body becoming heavier, sensing the weight of your head against the ground. Start to bring your awareness to your face. Invite some softness to any tension you may be feeling across your brow. Relax your jaw. Soften your tongue. Come down into your neck space and notice how your neck feels. Release the weight of your head a little more. Adjust your head if you don't feel quite relaxed through the neck. There should be a little bridge shape, a little curve in the neck. A moon shape. And then relax your shoulders. Come across the tops of your shoulders. Releasing and letting go down through the tops of your arms, through elbows, through your forearms and your wrists. Let your hands soften, your fingers, your thumbs relax. And then bring your awareness to the back of your body, to the soft curves through your spine. As you rest back to the ground, the upper back heavy, shoulder blades sink into the support of the ground. And coming down through the mid-spine, feeling your ribs. If there's any tension through your ribs, can you just let it go? Be more aware of that gentle movement of your rib cage with each breath. Soft expansion, soft contraction. And come down through your lower spine with softness to your lower back muscles as they rest. And let go. Feel heavy through your hips. Relaxed and soft through your glutes. And a little check in with your legs. Let them feel heavy. If you're holding tension through your thighs or your knees, just invite softness. And sweep softness through your shins, around your ankles. Do you feel the heaviness through your calf muscles and your heels? Just relax and let go through your feet, through each of your toes. So as we slow everything down with this sense of connection and awareness of your whole body, this connection to your true self, your mind, your body, your breath. Sense of landing into your practice. Some time for you on the mat that balances your life off the mat. So perhaps noticing your breath slowing down, finding all those spaces, fully utilising the areas through the front of the body. Perhaps a sense of being more present, your mind not quite as busy. And as we start to slowly bring awareness back, a little movement to your fingers and your toes. Going to connect the movement with the breath to find some length slowly through your body. So if your knees are bent, your feet are on the ground, you might slide your legs long. And just take some time on each inhale, lengthening through your body, fingertips to the soles of the feet, listening to your shoulders. Noticing how your body responds and feeds back as you find that space on each in-breath. As you exhale and soften on each out-breath. Arms overhead, soft into the chest muscles, soft into the shoulders. Shoulder blades a little heavier. And each time you float your arms slowly back, taking a moment, noticing how those shoulders feel before coming back into your length. So inviting that space. 3 slow lengthens. And when you've taken those and your arms are back by your sides, just going to bring a bend to the knees and place your feet to the support of the ground. So relax through your hips, relax through your lower back, sensing that curve right now through your lower spine. And then slowly bringing your knees in towards your chest. Lengthening that lower back along the ground. And then taking a little rock from side to side, see how that feels. We'll slowly come back to stillness and send your feet to the sky, supporting the backs of your legs if you need to. Relax through your legs, your hips, and soft through your ankles as you take a few circles. And then move back in the opposite direction. And then point your toes. And then flex through your feet as you send your heels high. Do that a couple more times. Wake up those muscles through your legs. Nice and slow. And then we're going to bring the knees back in towards the chest, gently holding the shins or the backs of your thighs. Now just take an inhale, and as you exhale, relax your hips and your thighs, hug your knees a little closer. We're going to keep the shoulders, the hips relaxed. Inhale, release off. Exhale, hug those knees in towards you just a little deeper. Inhale, one last time. Exhale, hugging. And then as you inhale, release off, just bring your hands to the tops of your knees. Relax your shoulders, relax your hips. We're going to take our big circles, 5 slow circles each way to really ease into the hips this morning. Bring the knees slowly in towards you. Keep those hips relaxed as you guide the knees wide. Shoulders soft as you send your knees forward. And join them together as your arms lengthen. 4 more. Slowly in this direction, then we'll go the other way. When you're ready to move the other way, the knees move forward together and then wide. Might feel very different in how you experience that release as you bring the knees towards your chest. When you've taken those circles each way, just bring your feet back to the support of the ground and let your hips relax once again. We're going to heel toe the feet just a little wider on the mat and let the arms open wide. Now we're going to take some gentle twists, so you don't need to bring your knees all the way to the ground for the first couple, but you might feel that you want to as you move a little more. So we're going to let the knees slowly rock off to the right side, relaxing the hips, inviting that soft twist up through your spine and rolling your head, if it's comfortable for your neck, to the left side as your knees roll right. See if you can surrender to that twist just for a moment before coming slowly back through center with the head and the knees. Head rolling to the right side. Knees drop to the left side. Feeling that effect of the weight of your legs dropping off on the opposite shoulder. Everything soft from shoulders to hips, feeling that twist through your spine. And just take your time, twice more each way. Lovely unravel through your spine. And when you've taken those twists side to side, just coming back to center. Just observing your long spine. And then when you're ready, give your knees a hug. Take another little rock from side to side. I'm going to roll across to your right side when you're ready. And then slowly ease yourself up to seated. And come to a little seat that's comfortable for your body, because we're going to do a little breath that connects us a little more to the solar energy channel with a little Surya Mudra with our hands. So a hand gesture that invites that sort of channeling of a little more higher energy, because we've had a little relax, woken everything up. We're going to come to the top of our mat pretty much after this. So we're just going to see if we can sit with relaxed shoulders, nice easy hips, and connect to this mudra by bringing your ring finger across to the base of your thumb, touching the base of your thumb with your ring finger, and then just place your thumb on that ring finger to keep it in position. So just let the rest of the fingers just relax. Let your shoulders and your elbows soften. Maybe just close your eyes here. And become aware of your breath. Just want to invite that breath with softness through the front of the body. Feel that breath on the inhale, moving down to your abdomen, softly expanding up, abdomen, rib cage, chest. Breathing out, feeling those areas drawing back. So we're just going to sit with the breath, trying to find an easy flow of breath while you maybe notice a change in your energy. And when we take these hand gestures, these mudras that allow us to just tap into a different energy channel, just going to try to have a sense of a more energized, through the energy system, the energy moves up through your spine, Shushumna, and you might feel a little more clarity up towards the crown of your head as we sit breathing here. See how you feel. So although we have the sit bones on the ground, there's a sense of energy rising upwards. I'm just going to take 2 more rounds of this nice, easy breath. And then slowly begin to release your mudra. And blink your eyes open slowly. We're going to move the shoulders. Going to release the legs, give them a little movement. And very unusual for this class, we're going to start our practice at the top of the mat, standing. So we're going to come into some more sort of energetic movement. You know me, it's not terribly energetic. It's my version of some elements of sun salutations now. Get us nicely moving and connecting to our breath and movement is quite nice. I'm just hoping that I've got my camera in the right position. I'm just going to draw it back slightly. So at the top of your mat, find a sense of sort of grounding through the soles of your feet. feet hip distance. And just see if you can rock into your toes and back into your heels a little bit. Just waking up those feet as well. It's going to be moving. And when you've had a little movement through those feet, settle back into your heels. Keep those knees soft as you lift all your toes, spread them nice and wide, and engage the outer edges of your feet with the mat. We're going to draw those toes wide, lower them to the ground. Feel that sense of connection to the ground, but then that sense of energy in the inner arches of the feet. So nice soft knees. We're going to find that nice neutral with the hips. So just move your hips forward and back a little bit and find that position of comfort as you let the weight of your body drop into the soles of your feet. We're going to let the shoulders relax, the heart slightly lifted, the arms heavy, the crown of your head towards the sky. So a moment to ground. And then very slowly, we're going to think about moving. We're going to take our time initially and we'll step it up a wee bit as we progress. But initially, let's just take the arms soft, wide and high to the sky. Inhaling, lifting your hands high, joining them in Anjali Mudra. And then exhale, take the arms wide, a nice bend in your knees as you dive forward into your forward fold. Let go of the weight of your head here. Relax your shoulders, let your arms feel heavy. Nod your head yes, and shake your head no. And then slowly we're going to slide up to a halfway lift. So draw the hands up the shins, stop at your knees, gaze to the ground, find that length through your spine. Draw your shoulder blades wide. Softer length through the backs of the legs, but not locking out the knees. And then once again, exhale, forward fold. A deep bend in those knees as you hang. Enjoy hanging upside down here. Now we're going to sit back into our chair pose. We're going to send the arms forward. And as you lift your arms, lift your heart. Press into those grounded feet. Rise. Take that hands high to the sky, joining them once again. Anjali Mudra. And then exhale your hands to your heart center. Nice. So we're going to do a few more of these. We're going to inhale, arms wide and high. Join in the hands. Exhale, take a dive. Forward fold. Inhale to your flat back slowly and find that lovely length through your spine. And then exhale, forward fold once again. Sit those hips back into chair and send your arms forward, lifting your head, your arms, your heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Nice. So let's go again. Inhale, arms wide and high. Join your hands. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana, that length through your spine. Awareness of your shoulders drawing wide. Exhale, forward fold once again. Now sit your hips back, sweep your arms forward. Nice strong chair pose. And then press into your feet and rise. Inhale. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Nice. So we're just going to add on to this next one. We're going to inhale, arms wide and high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your flat back.
Nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Now bend your knees a lot. Find the ground with your hands. We're going to step back with one foot all the way back. Step back with the other foot and then push back to downward facing dog. So when you're in downward facing dog, that lovely bend in the knees, lengthening of the arms, the broad shoulder blades. And then pedal your heels, work into the backs of the legs, ease into the space in your feet and your toes. Wiggling out your hips a little bit. And then come to stillness and take a walk to the top of the mat. Just hang upside down for a moment and then sit your hips back into chair. Sweep your arms forward, lift your heart, lift your gaze, and then press into the feet. Rise, inhaling, hands high, join together in prayer. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Nice. So from here, release your hands. We're going to take a warrior two pose. Okay. So your right foot is forward and your left foot steps back. So find that nice length between the feet and set up your line between your front heel, your right heel, and your left inner arch. And turn your left toes in slightly to hug that left hip forward slightly, a soft length through that left leg, that back leg. And just check as you bend into your right leg that your knee is happily tracking forward and back, just a nice little hinge there of the knee joint. So we're going to be in this pose a little while. So we're going to settle in to a depth that works for you. And we're going to open our arms into those warrior two arms. So right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. That sense of being shoulders over hips, so drawing yourself back. Your chest might be open towards the left side of your mat to allow you to have your shoulders relaxed. Warrior two. So then your back hand goes to your back thigh. We're going to do a little sun warrior. Turn the front palm to the sky and lift that hand to the sky. Right arm lift to the sky and reach with your fingertips. Draw those right ribs nicely open. So you can deepen the bend in that front knee, or you could move the hand back slightly to bring that deeper sense of sun warrior, an energetic sort of warrior pose here. And then from this lovely right side opener, we're going to go into a left side opener. We're going to keep the legs the same. We're going to cartwheel the arms overhead and let the right elbow now rest on your right thigh. Turning your shoulders turning your chest to the left side so that your shoulders are stacked. Left fingertips maybe to the sky, or maybe bringing that arm overhead for a full lengthen through the left side body, fingertips to the outer edge of your foot, which allows you to open that whole left side body. If your shoulder is at all uncomfortable, just let your arm rest on your lower back. Just let that arm relax. I've had a few poorly shoulders this week. So side angle for a nice few breaths. And then we're going to come all the way back up. So cartwheel your arms back to sun warrior. Inhaling all the way up and settle in here. Gaze to the sky only if your neck's comfortable. But just that sense of reaching the fingertips. Feel that lovely right side body opening up. For a few breaths. And then we'll cartwheel those arms overhead once again. Find side angle. So it's all very slow, but a little bit stronger in our energy. Really feeling that left side body opening to reach the fingertips high to the sky or overhead. Feel that you're pressing into the outer edge of that back foot, soft through the knee. So one last time, up to Sun Warrior, cartwheel those arms all the way back, back hand to back thigh, right fingertips to the sky. Honouring this sunshine. We're still enjoying actually, aren't we? Gorgeous day today. To honour the sun right now, we're going to cartwheel all the way down, elbow to thigh, side angle, lengthening that left side body. And then come all the way back up to Warrior Two Arms. How are those legs feeling? Strong legs. We're going to bring the hands into the heart, soften your knees and take a step or two to the top of the mat. Oh, give those legs a little release. We know we've had a week off. We're going to do that on the other side. Simply step back with your right foot. Feel how fresh that left thigh is as you come into your Warrior Two, lining up the heel to the arch, turning those back toes forward slightly to let that hip just turn towards the top of the mat slightly. A soft, long back leg and a deeper bend maybe in that front knee. Just play with your Warrior Two stance. Because we're in it for a little while, get your feet right so that nothing's too uncomfortable. A challenge, of course, but you know. So when you find your depth, open your arms, Warrior Two arms, chest open to the right side of your mat, left fingertips forward, right fingertips back, Warrior Two. And then on we go into our Sun Warrior. So back hand to back thigh, turn the front palm to the sky, left arm reaches high there. Lift that front arm to the sky. So as you deepen the pose, you could lift the fingertips a little higher, sink a little deeper into that front knee. You could just bring that front hand back slightly. See how that feels. And you don't have to look up if that's, jeopardizing your neck. Just feeling the left side body lengthening here. And then we'll cartwheel the arms all the way down. Side angle, rest the elbow on the thigh. Take those right fingertips to the sky or overhead. Or if this shoulder's not a happy one, loop it around the back body. Feel that length through the right side body this time. Just a few breaths here. And we're going to come on up again. Draw those arms up and back. So back hand to back thigh, front fingertips to the sky. A lovely Sun Warrior. Strong through the legs. Opening that left side body. And then cartwheel over into your side angle. It's quite nice to spend time in these poses, I think, just feeling into the length through the side body, the ribs opening up, grounding through the outer edge of that right foot, sending the fingertips high, or just relaxing the shoulder behind. So one last time, up into Sun Warrior we go, cartwheeling the arms all the way up. Breathing, opening the left side body. Maybe deepening that bend in that left knee just for this last one. And then come all the way down, elbow to thigh. Feel that length through the right side body. A couple more breaths here. And then slowly we'll come back. Warrior two arms. Strong warriors. Bring your hands into your heart. Soften your knees. We're going to take a step or two to the front of the mat. Oh, nice. Have a little shake off. So feet back to hip distance. Let's just do one last inhale of the arms, wide and high. It's going to bring us down to the ground. Exhale, forward fold. You can feel that work in the hips and the glutes. Hang for a moment. Inhale to your flat back. Nice long spine. And then exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees so much you can find the ground with your hands. Step back with one foot and then the other foot. Push back to downward facing dog. Find your long spine, your strong shoulders, and pedal your heels. Ease out your feet and your legs from those strong warriors. And then come slowly down. Bring your knees to the ground. We're going to take a seat, so bring your legs forward. And lengthen your legs away in front. Give them a little shake off. And now we're going to take a seat for another breath. We're going to do a yin, a moon energy breath. So whatever position for your legs, give them a little shake out and see what feels right, whether it's cross-legged, soles of the feet together, lifted on a blanket, even sitting on a chair, obviously, because we're at home. We're going to sedate the solar channel by breathing into the yin side of our breath. So we're going to be hovering the ring and the ring finger and the thumb as we would with an alternate nasal breath. First two fingers on the centre of your brow, whichever is your dominant hand. We're going to relax the shoulders, relax the hips. Just close your eyes. Now to bring this solar energy down and to invite the yin energy, the cooler energy, we're going to be breathing in through the left nostril only and breathing out through the right nostril. Now in between these breaths, you could take a little pause at the top if that feels comfortable for you, which brings a deeper sense of grounding. So you see how you feel, because of course we need to find this ease of breath firstly, and it might feel for you that you just want to stay with the natural flow of breath, and that will be fine. So softness at the abdomen, the rib cage, the chest. Feel your breath finding its own rhythm, and when you're ready, just start to take this breath where you simply close the right nostril to inhale through the left. You might take a pause at the top or wait until you're more comfortable with the breath to invite that in. And then we just close the left nostril to exhale through the right side. So all your inhales go in through the left side. And all your exhales through the right side. Introducing that pause at the top of your inhale, if you would like to do that, might increase that sense of grounding. we're just going to take 2 more full rounds of breath wherever you are. Two rounds of breath, and then releasing your hand, resting your hands in your lap. Notice how you feel. Chandra Badan, this breath practice that brings a deeper connection to the parasympathetic side of your nervous system. It's more associated with the energy of the moon, the feminine energy channel. You might be feeling a sense of heaviness through your body. So we're just going to slowly blink the eyes open. Just going to do a little movement wherever feels good. Going to lengthen the legs away in front. Just relax your legs. We're going to take a blanket. If you've got your blanket, just have your blanket sort of folded or rolled. Rolled would be quite good actually, across your thighs, just to bring you a little something to rest your arms on into a forward fold. When we take a forward fold in a yin pose, we hold it for a little longer to get a little more release, deeper into connective tissue. So we don't want to be in the deepest version of the pose. So maybe resting your elbows a little higher onto your blanket. And then as you soften your shoulders, just tip forward at your hips a little bit and find a comfortable place to round your shoulders and stop. Drop your chin slightly, soften into your neck space. Let your arms relax. Soften through your hands, your fingers. Soften down through the length of your spine. Hips relaxed, legs soft, your knees soft. And then relax your ankles, your feet and your toes. So finding a pose in a yin pose that's comfortable for you to stop and let go. Feel yourself sort of heavy, dropping. And find a connection to your breath. And allow each exhale to release just a little more of what might be holding on. And feel your breath in the back of your ribs. Nice expansion, and each exhale brings you that deeper sense of release within the pose.
Just observing how you feel in your upper back, your neck, your shoulders. How it feels to rest a little deeper within a pose. You're going to slowly start to come out of the pose, so take your time lifting your head. Your shoulders relaxed as you start to rise and find that soft tall spine. Notice how it feels to come out of the pose, for the muscles to just rebound and feel they're not being sort of challenged, the joints aren't being challenged anymore. And then move a little, whatever feels good. So from here, this forward fold, we're going to come into a heart opener, just using this rolled blanket behind your mid back, sort of across your bra line. You might have your legs lengthened away, you might have your knees bent, but just noticing how this lifts the rib cage, opens the heart space as you bring your arms wide. Let your palms turn towards the sky, your head rest towards the ground. So you find the pose that works for you to fully relax. Now, I tend to have my knees bent, feet on the ground, but it's also very comfortable in that position to take your feet wider and let your knees drop in towards one another. So that might be an option. Some people have soles of the feet together, knees wide, but we're holding this pose for a little longer. So you would need to make sure that your hips are comfortable for the duration of the pose that we're holding. So find your comfort as you rest back to your blanket or your bolster, whichever you've got to open your heart space. And as you rest back, just feel that sense of your shoulder blades a little lighter on the ground. And that sense of tension drawing from your chest, rolling off the tops of your shoulders. Breathing into that flared rib cage on the front body. Just relax and soften your face, your tongue. Find that connection to your breath. You slowly start to draw yourself back from wherever you've drifted to within this heart opening pose. If your legs are long, we're going to bend the knees, bring the feet to the ground. We're going to roll the knees off to the right side. So we can roll onto the right side and just remove your blanket. If you've got your bolster, just moving it off to one side. We're going to come slowly back onto the back of the body and notice how your spine feels lengthened away along the ground. How you feel across your chest, over your shoulder blades. And we're going to come from here into Shavasana. So if you have your blanket still nearby, maybe just place that over the body for some warmth. And find that position for Shavasana that works for your body. Resting back in Shavasana. Hopefully feeling that sense of balance, a balance of energy, a deeper sense of connection to yourself. Just that easy flow of breath in and out through your nose as it rises and falls through the front of your body. Using that awareness of your breath anytime your mind drifts off to come back into the present moment. Feeling the weight of your body against the ground, the weight of your head heavy to the ground, and just bringing a little release to the skin over your skull. Any release of tension can bring that ease to the back of the head, the crown of the head. And then start to draw softness down over your forehead, across your eyes. Your eyelids heavy, your eyes just dropping back. Softening the skin over your cheekbones. Just releasing any tension from your jaw. Letting go of any tension inside your mouth, relaxing your tongue. And just soften through your neck. Soften across the tops of your shoulders. Letting go down through the length of your arms. Feeling the weight of your elbows, your wrists heavy, your hands heavy. Soft fingers and thumbs. Awareness of your back body just resting to the ground. Your spine soft, all its little curves towards the ground, away from the ground. Your shoulder blades heavy. Your ribs soft, just gently moving with your breath. And your lower spine with that soft moon shape. just resting. Your hips heavy to the ground, your glutes soft. Feel the weight of your legs heavy to the ground, softness through your thighs, around your knees. As you come through your lower legs, sense the calf muscles and the heels heavy to the ground, the softness through your shins and your ankles. Just going to let go of any tension through your feet, the soles of your feet, the tops of your feet, and each of your toes. Soft and relaxed. So your whole body relaxed, your whole body. And poised at this moment of perfect balance. Time stops as you close your eyes. Behind you, the brightness of summer is fading, but before you, the darkness of winter beckons you on. The joy of summer enlivened your soul, and you yearn to stay with its magic and life, yet something inside you calls you to settle, to rest and surrender, to slow down and to trust. So you lie on the earth and let her strength hold your body. You feel safe and protected and ready to dream. As you step over the threshold into autumn's releasing, your heart filled with faith at the transformation to come. Just slowly begin to bring yourself back. Noticing how you feel resting to the support of the ground. Starting to bring back an awareness of the space around you. Starting to invite your breath a little deeper. Starting to move slowly your fingers and your toes. On your next inhale, you might take a lengthen, waking up your body, reawakening from fingertips to the soles of the feet. And just relaxing your shoulders for a moment, soft arms before floating them back. Bringing a bend to your knees, placing your feet to the ground. Just a little check-in with your lower back, and lower back and your hips. And then gently hugging your knees, taking a little rock from side to side. As you roll to your right side, take a moment there in stillness. Notice how you feel in your body. Notice how you feel in your mind. And you find balance in your practice. And then when you're ready, very slowly come up to seated. Just relaxing your shoulders, your hips. We'll take 3 breaths together to close. Inhale, arms wide and high. Exhale your hands to your heart center. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Gathering that little bit of energy. After our moon energy, bring that energy in. Hands to heart center. Bow your head to yourself, honouring your choice to come to practice this morning. To honour the autumn equinox on Sunday. We know in our hearts that this cycle continues. From darkness, we'll find that light again. Using our minds, body and breath. Namaste.